Jackson, coming to you live from the offices of Shimaj Gifts LLC and Shimaj Gifts and Creations LLC. And today's video is a little bit different. It's actually not about business at all. It's to show people who don't necessarily have businesses how they themselves can use the Build and Maximize Your Connections journal. Because really, even though the journal is for business owners to connect with other business owners, but you too can use this journal to your advantage. Okay, so I'm gonna just the go through some training for you to be able to use it for you. Okay. Okay, so this journal is the property of, you put your name there, put a picture of yourself, name, address, email, phone number. Okay, so you can skip that. You can read that. You can read that. I'm going to skip these things because this is something that you can read. This is the table of content, and you can go to whatever section in the journal that you want to fill out. Like this part, you don't need to fill it out. If you're not in business, you don't have to fill it out, or you can put whatever you want there. So we're going to just skip that. We're going to skip that. We're going to skip that. Okay. Now you can do this part. You can do your objectives, because you can think about what you want to do at the event. Um like what is your what types of things would you like to do at the event? Like if you go on a church picnic or something like that, what do you want to do at the church picnic? Do you want to play volleyball? Do you want to, like, what all do you want to do? Or if it's not that type of event, like let's say it's a church service or something like that. Okay, so you go to church. Okay, what do you want to happen as a result of you going to church? I mean, what do you want to do at the church? Um, if you're a person who is a minister, then you may put down, okay, something like this. Okay, so at the church, um, let's say it's your day to minister at the church. You may put, I'm going to minister the word at the church. What else can you do at the church? I'm going to help cook the dinners at the church, or I'm going to serve at the church, or I'm going to sing in the choir at the church, or I mean, just things that you want to do at your church, if that's the type of event that you're going to. Um, like if you're going to like um, another type of event, like a convention, like maybe you're not going to just a regular church service, you're going to a conference or you're going to a convention. Well, the convention will probably have all kinds of things at the church. I remember when I was actively a member at Samaritan Missionary Baptist Church, we used to have our women's conventions. I mean, women's conferences, I'm sorry. Women's conferences that we used to have. And we used to have different things that we would do. And it was like, I want to say it was like a 3-day thing that we used to have. Like we used to have a church service every on Friday night, I think it was. And Saturdays, we there will be like 4 or 5 different classes that you could choose from to attend. And you choose the one that you want to go to. Then you have lunch. Okay, and then after lunch, one of the things that we used to do is we used to go back to church. We used to have another church service that evening. And then the next day, we used to have a morning church service. And that would be it. Like, if I was going to that or an event like that, then I would think about, okay, first of all, I'm traveling. Okay, that's one thing. I'm traveling to a different state. Um, or a different city. One time we went to Canada and we had our event. Another time we stayed here in Michigan and we were in Troy when we had the events. So, with that being said, one of the things that I would do if I was attending that type of event is I would first write, okay, I would write down, okay, which workshop I want to attend. Write down uh, what services I would like to attend. And then outside of the workshop time and outside of the church service times, I will write down things that I want to do while I'm there in that new city or that new state or that new country. Okay, I want to go get in a pool. I want to go get some exercise at the hotel. I want to go have lunch at this new restaurant and write the name of the restaurant. These are things that I would do. I want to go find a karaoke place to go and sing or something. I want to go shopping, maybe buy some clothes, buy some shoes, buy some souvenirs to bring home to my family. I mean, these are things that you can write down as your objectives. You can write these types of things as your objectives, okay? So you can definitely write your objectives, okay? Now, just things you want to do, all right? So I'm not going to read the quote because the quote has things to do with business and things like that. So this video is not necessarily about business. It's just how you can use this journal to your advantage even if you don't have a business, okay? So your intentions, you can fill this out too. What is your intentions for going to this conference or this convention? That's another. Wait, there was one more thing I wanted to say too about this your objectives. I'm sorry. I'm moving ahead of myself, okay? Now, another event that I used to attend a lot is the Word of Faith conventions. And there will always be different speakers and things like that. So if you're going to a convention like that, it was usually like a week long, I believe. Um like 5 days. And there was usually probably wait, I think it was like 3 or 4 days, 5 days. It might have been a week or two. I can't remember. It's been so long since I went. But but I used to love those conventions. And one of the things I would say is you could write down, like, if you're going to like a convention and there's going to be multiple days where people are speaking, you can write down which days you would like to attend. Like, if you're, let's say Jesse Duplantis is coming one day. Let's say Bishop Butler is coming another day, or Bishop Butler's preaching one day. Let's say Joyce Meyer is coming another day, um, and whoever is coming. Whoever your pastor or your favorite pastor is coming on this particular day. You can write down which day you feel that God wants you to go. Um, Pray about it. Say, Lord, show me which day you want me to come. Or if you're coming to all the days, like if it's 5 days, you can write your objectives. Listen to Joyce Meyer speak. Listen to Bishop Keith Butler speak. Listen to Jesse Duplantis speak. Listen to, whoever speak. You may not necessarily be a fan of them who I name, but it can be for whoever you choose, whoever you want to hear speak at that particular convention. So that's something that I wanted to say. So, like, whatever event you're attending. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a church event. Just write down everything you want to do at this particular event. Okay? So, that's your objectives. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on now to your intentions. Okay, your intentions is your why. Like, why are you attending this event? Like, what do you hope to get out of attending this event? Like, for an example, if you're attending those conventions, you might want to experience a powerful move of God. Like, you might want to experience a powerful move of God. You might want to be encouraged in your faith. And you may want to have your hope renewed because you've been through a lot in your life and you just feel like things aren't going the way you want them to go. So you just may want to, elevate your mood. You may want to hear some good singing, some good worship music. I mean, whatever you intend to get out of coming to this event, you want to write it down. Like, you may be able to connect with other Christians. You know, that might be a reason why you're going, because you want to connect with other Christians, because the Bible talks about iron sharpening iron. Iron sharpens iron. So you may want to get with other people that are on fire for Christ, on fire for the Lord Jesus Christ, the same way that you are. You may want to just connect with them, build some new friends in the faith, build some new friends, some new Christian friends. That may be your intentions for attending this event. I mean, it could be whatever you want to do. I mean, whatever reason you want to be there, okay? And whatever you think, you know, will be the results of you attending, to lift your spirit up, because maybe you've been depressed and maybe you want to get some deliverance in a certain area. Maybe you've been struggling with some type of sin in your life and you're like, okay, God, I'm tired of sinning and I want to change. I really want you to do a work on the inside of me, Lord God. Maybe that may be what it is. Or maybe you're attending this event because you're a minister and you like, okay, I want to get a word from the Lord through the man or woman of God that's speaking, you know. Or maybe you're a minister there or a guest speaker there, and maybe you're just going there because God told you to go there, because God wants you to speak to the people there. God has a word in your belly for the people. So whatever your intentions is for coming, just write out what your intentions are. What do you want to happen as a result of you being there? You know, just think about that. Pray about it. Matter of fact, a better idea. Pray about it. Say, Lord, what is your intentions? Lord, what is your intentions for me being at this event? And as you do that, you'll begin to find that God will show you. And then you can write them all down. Okay? 15 spots where you can write it down. All right? Okay. Now, the next section, you don't necessarily have to fill these two sections out, because that is particularly for business. But if you decide you want to fill it out, you can just put whatever you want there, you can ignore all the business information and just put whatever you want there and just make it your own, because it's your journal. Okay, next section, event details. Okay, what is the name of the event? Okay, Word of Faith um, um, convention, 2022 convention, right? Let's just say hypothetically, you want to put the date in, the type of event, convention, the location of the event. You want to put the address of where the event will take place, schedule of activities. Now, I don't, to my knowledge, I don't think there's a lot of activities. Um, but I could be wrong. Like I said, it's been a long time since I went, but to that particular event, like I used to go every year if I could. It's but but it's been a while since I went. But you can write down, what days you plan to attend and who you plan to hear speak. Speaker of the event. Now, you can write down one person who you want to hear speak, or you can write down multiple people. Put the name and then comma and put another name. You can write the speaker's information if you can get it. Now, you probably won't get it in church because 9 times out of 10, when people speak, they don't always sit around and talk to people. So maybe you could go to the person's, you can Google the person. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on social media and try to connect with them. You could ask them for their contact information. Tell them, hey, I was at Word of Faith. I really enjoy the word that you brought. Um, can I get your contact information? Can I text you my prayer requests, or can can I schedule a consultation for you, with you, or some counseling with you, because I think you can help me with my marriage, or I think you can help me with this, or whatever it is. So this is why you want to have the speaker's contact information if you can get it. The event coordinator contact information. Um, that might be a little more trickier to get, you know, unless you know them personally. Like if you know who is the person responsible for creating the event, you can just ask them for their contact information. You can just ask them, do they have a business card? Just like you could ask the speaker, do they have a business card? There have been times when I've went to events and I've asked people, hey, do you have a business card? And they gave me a business card too. You know, let's see, next event. Um, Wait, I skipped one. Website of event. Um, 9 times out of 10, with churches, they don't usually they have a website, but they don't have a website particularly for the event. So in this section, you can just really just put the church's website, if the church has a website. Or if they don't have a website and they have social media, like if they have a Facebook page or a Facebook fan page, you could put that page there. Or if they have like because a lot of things are going, you know, a lot of things are changing because not all the churches have opened back up. There's some people, some ministries who still just do things online. So the website would be the fan page or whatever. If the person doesn't have a website, okay. Now the next thing is next event. Um, if that information is available of when the next event will be, um, then you can write it in. If not, then you can just skip it because it might not necessarily be available yet, because there's a lot that goes into putting these events together, and with the church's budget, see, it's different. See, creating a business event is totally different from creating a church event because, see, the business event, the business owner can cover it 9 times out of 10. If a business owner is creating the event, they have some type of money from their business that they can pull from to pay for their events. Whereas the church have to depend on the giving of all the members, considering that they themselves haven't, yeah. So that's how that goes. You know, they have to depend on the giving of the members, paying their tithes and offerings. And the problem with that is sometimes people will pay their tithes and offerings, and then you have some members who will not pay their tithes and offerings and won't give anything. So that's just the reality of things. Whereas the business owner, they're just one person, but they get money because they sell a product and or services. So they have the money to cover it. So that's how come they can already have their next event planned, the business owners. And you would be able to write down the date if that information is available. But with, like I say, but with church events, it's kind of different. You know, I think business events, they have more business events than they have church events. You know, they're more frequent, is what I'm trying to say, because of the budget, because it takes money to put together an event. Unless you do the event online or something like that, then you really don't have to pay for much. But that's that, okay? Next section is the notes section. Now for notes, if you're attending a convention, conference, or church service, or whatever it is that you're attending, you can write your notes in this section. And there's 2 pages to notes, all right? And what you can do, and what I would suggest that you do, is if you are at a convention or something, you can write down, if there are multiple speakers, like if you go to like a convention, like Word of Faith convention, and there's like 5 or 4 different speakers. Now, obviously, it wasn't enough space to put 4 or 5 speakers' names down. So in the notes section, you can put the name of the speaker. You can put the scriptures that they speak on, and you can put whatever they say that resonate with you. And put down whatever they say that really blessed your heart and really touched your spirit. And if they give you something that's going to help you to receive your deliverance, or whatever the case may be, something that encouraged you in your marriage, encouraged you in dealing with your kids, and encouraged you whatever area it encouraged you. You just write it down, something that resonates with you. If there's a term that the preacher, minister, or whoever's speaking uses, and you don't know what it means, you can write it down so you can learn something new. If they give out any resources that are helpful, if they talk about books, any books that if they talk about any books that they suggest, that is definitely something that I think that you should consider writing down, because the book may be a help to you. If it's a singles ministry type of event, and they're talking about books on how to get married, like maybe they suggest, okay, you should read a few of Dr. Miles Monroe books. Okay, write the names of the books down, because they probably got some of their materials from Dr. Miles Monroe. So you're kind of learning about, resources that you can utilize for your life, okay? So you write all that information in this section. In the notes section. Okay, next is the build to maximize your connections profile. Like every person you meet, you know, you can write down their contact name, first and last name, okay? Their title, if they're a minister or whatever they do. They may not necessarily have a company or product. Okay, they may have a job. So you can skip those sections. So you can skip those sections if they don't have a business. Like you don't have to write company name, products and services, or business industry if they're an employee. It just doesn't make sense. But then again, maybe if you yourself is a business owner and they're not, you they could probably still write the company that they work for name and the products that that company sells and the industry. So they could still fill it out, but it wouldn't really matter if they did or if they didn't. But if you yourself is a business owner and this person, works for this person, it might help you if they fill it out. And I know I said this is not a business video because it's not, but I just wanted to say that, if you're a business owner and you're listening to this, all right, you can write down information about, the conversations that you have with them, right? If you guys talked about the Word of God, you guys whatever you talked about that really resonated with you, like whatever you guys enjoy talking about, if you learn something new from this person. And these are, like, you can fill one of these out for the speaker, you can fill one of these out for other members at the church, or you can fill this out for people who come to the convention or the conference that you don't know yet, and put all their information in. So you can, like, get to know this person, you know, write down things that you two are interested in, like how you two are compatible with each other. Um, you know, then if you want, you could take a picture of the of the person, you know, and yourself. Okay, so all right, I was supposed to remove this. Sorry, this was supposed to be gone. Sorry, guys. All right, so I'm gonna try to delete all this stuff. This this is supposed to been gone. I thought I deleted all this. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so observation. Okay, when you're talking to this person and conversing with this person, what do you observe about this person? Like, why do you like this person? Why do you want to connect with this person? Does this person build up your spirit in some type of way? Does this person encourage you? Was this person very kind and helpful? Um, you know, y'all read the Bible together and pray together and things like that. So, like, think about, like, you know, why do you want to connect with that person? What did you observe about that person? Was the person very kind and kind-hearted and giving, and things like that? Just think about why you want to connect with that particular person. Now, there's 100 profiles in this journal, okay? 100 profiles. All right. Let me see. All right. So now, if you're not doing business, obviously, there's sections in this journal, that you can skip if you don't want to fill it out. Okay. So, all right. Okay. This is the section that I really wanted to get to. Wait, no, we're skipping those sections. Okay, this is a section I really wanted to get to. All right. So whenever you purchase your journal, you can start using it that year. So if you purchase this in 2020, because the year is almost over, you may want to start using it in if you purchase this in 2022, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. If you purchase this in 2022, you may want to start using this in 2023. Or you may want to start using it this year. That'll be up to you. Okay? So, at the back, there's calendar for January all the way to December. Okay? You want to write all your dates in. Oh, how did this get all the way back here? Hold on. Hold on, guys. What? All right. There we go. So you want to put all your dates in from January to December, okay? All right. Next page is the holiday and important dates, okay? Now I put a lot of dates on here. Okay, let's see. New Year's, Martin Luther King Jr., Black History, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day, all kinds of holidays. If you're a person who celebrate Hanukkah, or if you're a person who celebrate, why does that keep doing that? Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. I was trying to use these things to go down. Let me see. Hold on. This is crazy. I guess I'm going to have to stick to using that. Sorry, guys. No more using these doggone arrows, okay? So, yes. Holidays and important dates, okay? That's the section we're on. Okay. There we go. So, that's what these are the different holidays I put in there. And Juneteenth, like if you celebrate Juneteenth, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you want to do your shopping, you want to put that date in. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, Kwanzaa, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Whatever you celebrate, you're going to put it in this section. All right? Whatever that is. And if there are some important dates and holidays that I miss, you can write in your own. All right? Now you have 3 years of calendars, and you have 3 years of holidays and important dates that you can write in this journal. This is a little bit about Chumash Gifts Companies. I won't read that. I'll let you guys read it. My gift to you, that's only if you're interested in business training, okay? But like I said, this isn't a business video specifically. All right? So this is how you use it, this journal, even if you don't have a business, okay? So I'm skipping all the business sections in the journal. To-do list. Your to-do list don't have to be business things. Like you need to go pay some bills, or you need to go do some grocery shopping, or you got to go and pick up the kids, or you got to go and to the laundromat to do your laundry, or whatever it is you have to do for that particular day. You have a to-do list, okay? Or whatever you got to do for that month or week, however you choose to do it. You can write down your to-do list, for the year. You could do it either for the year, you could do it for that particular month or that week, whatever. Or you could just write down things you just need done. You don't have to attach a year to it or anything. Just write down what needs to be done. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 to-do lists. Okay. Now this section here, you don't have to do it, or you could write down, instead of trade shows, you can write future conferences or conventions. Okay? Future events. Whatever events you plan to attend, whatever church events you plan to attend, you can actually put the list here. And on these lines, you could put the name of the event, you could put the date, you could put the website so you can register for the event, or you can put the address where the event is located. All right, so you can put all that in here, and you have a couple of pages of that. Let's see. And that is it. Okay, and that is it for the journal. And if you want your own copy of this journal, okay, you're going to go to Amazon.com, and then you're going to type in build and maximize your connections journal. Let's see, we're going to type in build and maximize your connections journal, and it should be the first one that come up. It's actually the second edition. Now you can get paperback for $25, or you can get hardcover for $40. But if you want spiral bound or disc bound journals, you'll have to connect with me. I'll make sure all the links are posted to where you can get all 3 journals. Now for disc bound, because some things are going on with my website right now, I would prefer that you just email me directly and say, hey, I want a disc bound journal. And then I'll send you my Cash App. And you'll Cash App me the money for the disc bound journal, and I'll mail it to you. So that's how that will work, okay? Now, the spiral bound, I have a link for the spiral bound, the disc bound. Wait, I have a link for the spiral bound, hardcover, and paperback. But I don't have a link for the disc bound. So if you want that, you have to email me directly. And all of these links will be all of these links will be posted in the description so that you can get your build and maximize your connections journal. And I want to encourage all of you. Don't go to any event without it. You need this, okay? So that you can build up your connections with people. Because at the end of the day, you can you can talk to people. You can lose your phone at any time, and then you won't have your connections anymore. So I want to encourage each and every one of you to buy this journal, because and you don't have to do business to buy it, okay? You don't have to do business to use it. I just showed you and did a whole training on how you can use this journal if you don't have a business. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye bye now.